Ms. Legalista, aka Attorney Sheila, here. We're going to be talking about Ruby Franke in this video, talking about how much money she was making from her YouTube channel, and talking about whether some of these things really influence what people do and put on social media. And of course, my phone is going off again. I always forget to turn that off. We're going to take a look at some websites that talk about how much money she was making. We're going to talk about the safety of what was going on and just what's going on social media.
Yeah.
I want to start with a social blade. Now, as you know, Ruby Franke is the YouTube vlogger. She had family vlogs on her channel. She started to receive a lot of backlash in regards to her parenting style and the discipline that she was using with her children. There were even CPS welfare checks. Now, she has since been charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse, and that is going forward. But I want to go back and take a minute to go to her YouTube channel before we specifically start talking about how much money she was making and whether or not this influenced the whole we're going to keep doing the family vlogging because the money's flowing in and I don't want to give it up. I don't know. But let's go over to Social Blade and we'll see here. Now, her channel has been taken down, so it's not up there anymore. She took it down. That's my understanding. And so, some of what we're looking at here are estimates of what was going on with her channel. We can't really see anything now, but she had, according to Social Blade, which is usually right in some areas and not so quite right in others, but most of the time, it can give you an idea. Okay, so this is to give us an idea. Eight Passengers was the name of the YouTube channel. She had over 1,200 uploads, over 2 million subscribers. That is a lot of subscribers. The channel had received over 1 billion views, over a billion views. This channel was created back in 2015. And you can see the rank. Oh, look, and information comes up. I didn't know that. It says there are currently 4,000 channels in a higher position. Okay, so that was the channel rank in the US, channel rank in the US. So as we scroll down, we can see on average what was sort of going on. Like I said before, the channel has been taken down, but this gives you an idea of how many views at this ending time here her channel was receiving. This first one is YouTubers.me, and to be honest, I had never heard of it. YouTubers.me. And I thought about just taking some screenshots and sharing it that way, but sometimes it's easier to just go directly to the website and then you can follow along. You can see what kind of information. I can just share more that way. And you can see that apparently they have all sorts of things here: YouTube top charts, YouTube countries, YouTube categories. I didn't know this existed. All right, some more information here. Like I said before, YouTuber since 2015. It also has her age and information there. Her husband, views again, like I said before, over 1 billion subscribers, 2.2 million. And this was sort of estimating what was going on with the channel. So this was back in 2021. It says as of 2021, the estimated net worth of Eight Passengers is around 2.5 million. That's the worth. That's not how much income was coming in. The majority of their income comes from YouTube ads, sponsored content, and merchandise sales. The channel also has a second channel, the Ohana Adventure. I didn't know that. We should check that out. But that's some information there. And then they're sort of going back and giving some historical information about how much money they think Eight Passengers was bringing in a month. I think that given the views, that's pretty low. So for instance, let's assume for a second this one over here that says back to school supplies for 6 kids. Well, it has, I don't even need my calculator for that. It has that they had received over a million views. Okay, so suppose they're receiving $7 or $8 per every 1,000 views. Well, that video would have brought them in $7 or $8,000. Okay, a little bit more than that because you can just take the 1,025 there, multiply it times 7 or 8 if you think that's how much they're bringing in, and that's just one video. Remember, I said they have over 1,000 videos. So when you add all of those up together, you can see how that income was coming in when they first made the video, and then sometimes it'll taper off, but they still can have some income coming in from videos that were made 5 years ago. And that's the way that works. So whether or not I believe any of these numbers, I don't know. My personal opinion is that they are kind of down there. I think they're a little low. I'm going to switch over to um another website. They've got a lot going on here. I'm trying to see what the name of it is. It's Nail Buzz. I can hardly see it because there's so many ads up here. But let's scroll down. They say their net worth was about 2.7 million. They talk a little bit about what kind of work her husband was doing. I understand that they had been separated. And let's see, how much does 8 passengers bring in? And so here's what their estimate is. And this is from nailbuzz.com. This is their article regarding how much money Ruby Franke, 8 passengers vlogging channel, was bringing in from YouTube. It says the channel has over 2.5 million subscribers. Okay, the other channels were saying about 2.2, and that was 2021. And that fluctuation, it can go up and down as people decide they don't like what you're doing and unsubscribe. We've seen that before where people have had a bunch of subscribers just say, I'm leaving because I don't like the content that you're putting out here. I don't like what you stand for. Your values don't match my values. And I don't want to say a subscriber because that sounds like I'm supporting what it is you're doing. And so you will have some people who will back away and saying, I'm not doing this anymore. All right, let's get back to this. So it says has accumulated over 1 billion views. It was able to get an average of 200,000 views per day. There you go. 200,000 views per day. This should generate an estimated revenue of around $1,600 per day or 500. Okay, so over $500,000 a year. That's just from the ads. And then this gives you an idea of how much those ads, how much they get paid. So, and this is like between 2 and 12. That's why I picked like 7 or 8. So yeah, um, it it's interesting. Okay, so let's go back and sort of talk about this because now you can sort of understand and ask yourself. This is a question you can ask yourself. Over $500,000 a year is what this nailbuzz.com was saying that they were making. Now, we've all heard of, or maybe not, maybe you haven't heard of doing it for the gram, which is sort of the social media phrase that means people are just going out there engaging in an activity or an event just so that they can post it and just so that they can get views. Well, on Instagram, it's sort of, on YouTube, it's sort of the same thing. And let me show you what I mean. If I pull up a page that says just a Google search page, um, let's see, people doing things to get more views on YouTube. I don't even think this was the original one, but I'll go back. Yeah. So, how to grow your channel. Actually, let me change this for a second to say how to get more views on YouTube. Okay. And now you can see, I just want you to see how big this is. Let me pull it up here so you can see it. All right, now you can see it. I just want you to see what is going on when you put something in like this. It's you can see, you can even see the sponsored, okay? The sponsored search results there. And then you get down to how to get more views on YouTube, how to get more views on YouTube, how do new YouTubers get views. You've got some videos on it, how to get more views, 12 ways to get 12 free ways to get more views, how to get more views. The reason this is searched for so much is because views are how you get paid if you're on YouTube. People think that it's subscribers and those kind of vanity metrics. That's not necessarily the case. So if Ruby Franke is able to get more views, then it's more likely she's able to get more money. Now, a lot of times what you see in response is that YouTubers will talk about controversial issues or will present things in a way that's exaggerated so that it gets eyeballs on their channel. They get more views, and when they get more views, more monetized plays, then they make more money. So the question is, was Ruby doing some of this to get more money, putting her family at stake, putting her life at stake, um, sharing things about her children in a way that allowed her to get more money? So this is one of those questions that's out there. it may come up as she's facing these charges about what went on with her children, but we'll see how that goes. So that gives you an idea of how much money she was making, how many views she was getting before she shut down the YouTube channel. Now, remember, she did go on to do some other things, but this was really when a lot of this started. So I hope that brings you up to speed. Don't forget to check out the other videos, the one that breaks down all of the charges so that you can see that for yourself. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And I feel like I'm talking so fast today. Peace.